soft. I feel like I want to get the breakfast like it's a that MGM lion that that like roars in the front of
You
the.
know, I'll be 100. If you replace the EV logo with Bruxish, I wouldn't even mind.
Dude,
I
I'm
would.
saying,
I think I like it better with Bruxish, quite honestly.
I'm saying we
Bruxish.
get the MGM breakfast though. It's like a MGM logo, but the breakfast is like roaring.
Yeah, and he just like does a little bite thing.
Yeah.
But
Like
Ian,
Bruxish,
you would have to find a Bruxish hat.
Bruxish has PLC. Bruxish has PLC
Dude, I
history.
wonder if
you
there's
know?
a breakfast sleep mask. Let me see. Breakfast
Um,
sleep
I think those are
mask.
just called. I think those are just called drag masks.
Oh my god, dude. Can you not be controversial for once?
It's been 1 minute. It's been one whole
Within
minute.
1 minute. 1 minute too.
We didn't even make it. It's like 1 minute and 4 seconds when he said that.
Yeah, so welcome guys to PLC's week 10 stream. We are officially in, if you've read the title of the stream, we're officially in Road to the Playoffs. That's the version of the meta that we're at right now, and what a race. In fact, I've queued up something special for you guys here. Ba-do-ba-doo. Wait, I didn't queue it up. Ba-do-ba-doo. There we go. I queued it up. Alright, so this is actually the standings going into week 10. So this is really interesting just to like for the yeah, seriously, Reese. This is just really interesting to kind of for the viewers to be kind of privy of. Obviously, all the players have access to this information on the spreadsheet, but we don't usually show the players. So this is the standings going into this week. As you can see, the top two, 7-2, Jay Wade and a Reese. A Reese with a commanding point lead there, so like that's unlikely to change. He's probably going to finish at least in second spot, if not first. But it really depends. He could technically take 2 losses in the next 2 weeks and maybe lose this week, and maybe he's down in play-ins. Who knows? We don't know. But anyway, moving on, we have the fucking, what I like to call the gridlock meat grinder, which is the 6-3s, which is pretty much most of the fucking field is 6
Wait a second. Oh,
threes.
did you say the gridlock meat grinder? So that sounds like a disturbing title for the amount of 6-3s we have.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, man. It's just a meat grinder. We're just going in and getting chewed out, and our scores are like, this is literally. So a lot of the 6-3 players, I'm pretty sure all of the 6-3 players, for the most part, there may be there's a small chance that some of the 6-3 players might end up being out of play-ins, but it's highly unlikely. Pretty much everybody with a 6-3 score is for the most part locked in to going to playoffs, just because of the sheer amount of weeks that are left, right? But they could potentially lose, but they would have to lose out like 3 weeks in a row. And then the other people below them in the 4-5s or even the 3-6s range, and technically, no, they couldn't pass the 3-6s and the 2-7s can't pass them, but they could make play-ins potentially. Anyway, it's a tight race, as you can see. And over here at the bottom, Jordan H., Simon Dahl, and Brian Mills are in a unique position where their win-loss is keeping them kind of in that lower grade zone there. Unfortunate for them, but it's really putting on a good show this season. I think Evan obviously is winless, but everybody's still technically in the running. Not really.
Yeah.
All right, so that being said, let's bring it into the unrecorded matches this week, which we will go Simon, Jay Wade, if I'm not mistaken. We're just going to go down the list because you guys know
It should only be 2 of them. It should just be Simon, Jay Wade, and Brian Dan.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, maybe
Alright,
there's
so
another one.
Simon J Wade. Simon loses to J Wade by 3. It's kind of unceremonious for us to talk about it like this. Obviously, we were all kind of rooting for Simon to put J Wade in his place, but unfortunately, J Wade did win that match, and he won it by 3. So all his shit talk is backed up by a victory now. Way to go.
That's why the UK is the superior British or the superior country in Europe. You know.
Yeah, European country. Well, tell that to Denmark's expansive social programs.
Yeah, or
Alright.
you know, EU.
So, oh yeah, because they're not a part of it anymore.
Correct.
So that brings us to Phil versus Justin. Heated match, very important for the remaining scores on those lower tier teams down there. Let's see what he wants. Actually, I know Justin sent me the picture. Let me get in there. Jordan, I hope you're watching. I know you're probably not, but I hope you are. Justin lost to Phil by 3. Actually, I should probably be filling these in on the sheet too, just to help out Jordan later on. So he lost to Phil by 3 Pokemon, letting Phil take a victory and move up to potentially actually take the play-in spots. He's still in the running there. Very, very close match between those two. I'm going to score that for Phil. And Phil won by 3. And then last but not least, the last unrecorded match is Brian versus Dan. And that one, if I'm not mistaken, let me just double check for everybody before we go crazy with it. Brian lost to Dan by 2. So very tight match. Upset that we didn't get that recording. It is unfortunate, but I think ultimately it's going to be all right. We'll survive, I think, guys.
I don't know, man. I need to see that match in my life. By need to see that match, I mean I need them to stop being poor and buy capture cards, you know?
Or like go to one of the two
just
houses,
have more money, you know?
One of the 2 houses that already have it in their city that are like friends with them or whatever. But that might be too much to ask.
Yeah, that's asking a lot of them.
So that brings us to our recorded matches. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. So we know what Arisa's team does. We know what Ty's team does for the most part with these two. Obviously, he got some new tools. But this match, just spoiler alert, not a lot of fun to watch. So we're just going to kick into it. Are you guys ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
One second.
Okay.
One second.
And just to clue the viewers in at home, this match, the timer on the video itself says 21 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yes.
The timer in game is 20 minutes.
And if you notice, the recording starts with 10 seconds left on the team charges. So like, really, this is all match. There's a lot of meat here to get through, and I'd prefer that we get through it like now.
Well,
you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. I do like that we're seeing a mirror herb on that Tinkatunk. I love mirror herb. I think it's an underused item.
For sure.
It's obviously one of the new ones that, like, you know, we still have to get comfortable with. Like, weakness policy didn't see a lot of play until a gen or 2 later.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, can't get the video to load. Fantastic.
Oh,
I'm just gonna watch it on the stream.
that's fine. Back up. You're 10 seconds behind.
Oh no. You're. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, so we lead the Toxapex because
I don't like.
He brought the
I don't
infestation.
I don't really like. I don't really like the idea of leading Quaquaval when it's like you want to set up that Moxie boost and the Aqua Step boost. Like you want to kill off weakened things, not like lead off of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I also don't really know, and forgive me, Aris, I know you probably put a lot of thought into this, but I don't really know about bringing an infestation set without binding band. That doesn't make any sense. You gotta bring binding band.
Bro, yeah, he brought all of the stall in his Toxapex.
Binding Band doubles the damage output of trap
So
moves. Just so
we got
everybody knows.
Sriracha. Intimidate won't drop the Quaquaval's stats because they clear amulet. We got a setup on Reflect. Pretty good. And Yawn, that's going to be pretty nice on the Switch.
Yawn Tauros. That's a little silly. I like that.
No. He yawned the Tauros.
Oh, okay.
Because it switched in.
Yeah. Look, man, I got the video to work, but we're finding it. We're good.
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine you put that Dondozo to sleep before, like, as soon as it comes out and it triggers its Chester Barrier, you're like, yeah, it's like kind of a win. Like,
I mean,
is it a win? I don't.
Well, now it can't use rest later on. I mean, obviously it's.
Oh, it can use rest. It'll just be asleep, but it can use rest.
Well, that's what I mean. Like.
It'd be better than dying.
I don't know. You're not better than dying. Quaquaval living by a decent bit of damage there.
Quaquaval thick.
Foul play probably would have been better on the Sriracha Bull.
It's not how you spell Sriracha. If you're talking about the spice, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like an extra R.
Good question.
Does Tauros just like not have eyes when it's asleep?
There is an R that is missing between the I and the A.
Like he just straight up doesn't have eyes when he's asleep. They just took the eyes away.
They're closed, God.
Which is one thing I want to point out.
There's no eyelids, Chris. There's no eyelids.
One thing I want to point out about that name is if we're gonna miss an R, we missed an opportunity for it to be called Sriracha.
His eyes are just gone.
Like a male bull named Sriracha.
Oh, that is my least favorite turn-off moves that I've seen. I think this entire season, 2 switches, 2 people putting up a screen. Oh.
Yeah.
They probably both have light clay.
You can see why this game went in time.
Part of me wants to just skip, but gives us time to fuck around.
Nah, you can't. This is gives you time to talk about that Mega Man game that you've been loving, bro.
Yeah, I'm almost finally fully completed with Mega Man 1. I have 6 battle chips left to get. And bass to battle or base to battle. I'm trying to do all of the bass or base battles in each of the games.
But bro, you couldn't beat me PvP right now.
I probably could.
Nah, dude, I got Magma Man and I got like Mud Man and I got like
those aren't no.
It's just bullshitting.
I actually completed his full HP and his upgrade panel, which I've never done in any game. Even when I did like 100% the older games, I never like got all of the upgrades really.
I'm thinking about. I've always wanted to play the Mega Man games.
Honestly, like for all the shit I used to talk about Mega Man Battle Network 1, and there's a lot of shit to complain about with it, but it's honestly not that bad. It's just lacks a lot of direction, I think, and like it's the first game, so you have to like respect it for what it is, like introducing the series.
It's like playing Disgaea Afternoon of Darkness after playing like all the other Disgaeas, like like.
Yeah, it's like this was great when it came out, but once you see the other ones, like it's like this is dog shit. But
2 and 5 and all that shit, and it's like, okay, like.
Yeah, Mega Man Battle Network 3 and 6 are the best for those of you that don't know, which everybody probably does know.
I didn't know that. I've
Yeah.
never played them.
Mega Man Battle Network 3 and 6 are the top 2, and those are the ones that get the most play on the competitive scene.
Alright. So, this Gudra's definitely getting worn down by all the bugs, toxic. Really sick ass noise about the infestation makes. I like that. All the bees buzzing around.
You guys like my video for the stream announcement?
I Oh
I
yeah,
haven't seen it.
I did. The One Piece meme. I feel like you should probably go back to the stream pictures just because like that way people know it's a stream and not like just a
Yeah,
meme.
but I feel like I get more engagement on the on the memes for the streams.
Or just include like the memes like in the stream picture.
Shut up.
Memes. Stream.
Oh, we're
We're
gonna stockpile.
stockpiling. Oh,
Great.
God.
Yep.
All right. Next time we have a 20-minute match, we're watching it on 1.5 speed.
Yeah, yeah. I just find it.
Mirror the stockpile.
Yeah, mirror herb, copy.
Oh, Oh.
But nah, dude, I find it hilarious because it's like Ty was just like, "Oh, you want to stockpile toxic stuff? Got it. You can play that game." Ty's like, "I'm fine with this."
Oh God, we're bringing this to +4 attack, +1 defense, +1 spadef. On the best typing in the game. I hate this.
Wait, isn't it only plus
Oh
two?
no, it clicked Freya. Okay.
I think it's only +2 attack, right?
He used Sword Stance. He went to click it again and then he backpedaled it.
Okay. Nah, man. I mean, Aries, like you brought the strat you wanted to bring. I found it funny that you.
No, you should feel bad for this one.
I just find it funny that you doing this and Ty's like, alright, I can do it too, bro. Let's go.
Oh, that's such.
This would be a really bad time. Oh, actually, no, 'cause he's paralyzed, so you can't even do anything to the tox effects because it's paralyzed. So like, damn, he's there
Getting
to.
the paralysis on Tox effects is like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Bro, pick your fucking Pokemon. Ty. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I
God
think
damn it.
Getting on him for slow play, and he's not even fucking here to listen to his bitch.
God damn it,
I don't even
bro.
think he's functional. I think it's just the internet, the Nintendo Wi-Fi trying to cut out.
It's hard to say. It's always hard to say.
I'm about to say like shit. Remember how many times I said we go on live stream when you would play?
That's why we don't do live stream battles this right now until that gets fixed.
I think we might have a better
We
shot at.
spent 25 seconds before clicking battle.
Aris pulling a wolf glick here and waiting out the clock.
Wow. E-Ray Glick over here.
E-Ray glick. Oh, we're going into time.
Oh, we're going in the time. This is gonna be a fat earthquake.
This is so annoying.
The funny thing is, because of the unaware, it doesn't even care about the boost that Tinkaton got.
You guys, we are halfway through. Like, not even. We have more than half left.
Don't sound like it's
God, he's
a burden.
switching it!
Don't make it sound like it's a burden to watch the game.
I
Bro,
don't know, for this one it kinda is.
it's not as bad as it. It's not as bad as it
happening.
could be, because for those of you that don't remember, we used to actually finish stall games.
Yeah,
Like when we had a 60 count, when we had a 60-minute counter, these games would finish, and those were unbearable.
We had ones that we had to sit through.
Zach, it's got eyelids.
I can't see eyelids, dude.
You can literally see it every time it moves its head forward.
No,
Right.
It looks like the same
The little
fucking.
black
Is
line.
Aris protecting score by withdrawing Tinkatunk here?
Don't worry, I also dropped Toxapex, but I realized that I do not have the team for Toxapex stall garbage. I can't do it. Not with what I got.
Anyone can do it. It's just. Do you want?
Look at those eyelids.
I don't see their eyelids, dude. He has no eyelids.
In fact, you can literally see them. Literally every second that it is facing away from you. It is every other second. It is just a black line on his face. You can see it clear as day.
I can see it from this angle.
Zach out here blind.
Infestation! Yo. Sometimes you just gotta unalive yourself, man. Like,
Those classes are putting to work.
oh yeah, there's screens up too. I forgot about that.
Not anymore, there's not.
There's one on the other side.
I think Ty still has screens up. I think.
Yeah, he has.
He
has one screen up still. I think.
I think it's only for a turn now.
What is happening?
Nothing is happening.
Nothing of value. Oh no, this was smart. He's trying to.
The bullet has slept for forever.
He wants to
finally took forever sleep. Ooh.
That's what you get for not opening up your eyelids.
It has them.
No, it doesn't.
You're just factually incorrect.
Toxapec's still alive.
And the paralysis finally kicks in.
Like big fish as though it's the SpongeBob meme.
After a while, Reese is just like, alright, enough of this shit.
I ain't fucking around anymore.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, that nasty blot fish.
I definitely took the challenge with that Cloud Sire. I got respect for that. He was like, oh, you're going to do that in front of me? Alright, bet. I definitely got to put some respect on Ty's name for that.
Can you rest Toxic off?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
That's why I
Rest overrides every status condition.
Yep.
Besides sleep.
That's why it used to be like pretty heavily played for a long time.
Resto Chesto, you know?
Yep.
Remember the first time being pissed off at stall strategy was trying to capture Snorlax, and then it would like recover by resting when you almost had it. It's like, god damn it, bro.
So how much damage will this do with the unaware? Still a lot, actually.
Yeah. I'm kind of shocked it's stockpile Clodsire as opposed to like Curse. I don't remember if it gets Curse or not. I know regular Quagsire gets Curse, but
It might be a curse. If anything, he probably has to stockpile just for special attackers. Because curse is only just physical and.
no,
shit.
it feels like against. I mean, we all know Arise's team at this point. It's a known quantity. So
Yeah.
like,
I hear you.
But boosts don't affect the unaware fish, so
correct.
like the extra defense wouldn't matter against the fish.
So the defense doesn't matter. The defense boost is the important thing against the rest of his team. And then the attack boost helps you beat into the other mods that are threats. Because no matter what, this is a problem. You have to find an answer to the fish. And then you have to have ways to win the rest of the game. You can't just devote to doing one or the other. You have to have a way to win in both situations. Because if you can beat the fish, but it takes you 5 mons, you're not beating Arise's 5 other mons.
Yep.
And that's like what Arise has been doing so well, is just relying on the fact that he has a great team and has the fish combo. So you have to be able to play around both parts of the game. If you can't get on both sides of the game, you're just not going to win.
Yep.
Yes. you have to have the team to do it too, which is also a big thing. I think that like in the late game through trades and whatnot, not that it's necessarily anybody's fault, but there's definitely an imbalance of power at this late in the season where there are certainly teams like a Reese's team that certain teams just don't even stand a chance against. Um,
I don't know why we did that.
and we like to say, well, he probably forgot about unaware. We
Was he
like
unaware of
to,
it?
right. We like to, say that like all the teams are balanced, but once you get
They're
late
not.
into the season, and especially with the Dexit that we had, like we just don't have full balance because people let certain stuff go onto teams that may have been balanced without certain. It's like it happens throughout the year, and that's
Well, I
why.
mean, one thing I remember, it's like this late in the game. There's only a couple more weeks until playoffs.
Yeah,
People that are geared towards playoffs in the top spots, they're building their teams basically to go right in the playoffs. Like
right,
basically ready versus like the bottom of the bracket where they're just struggling to survive the next week.
right.
And this is where you see that gap.
Just trying to make it work.
So we got 3 minutes left in the match. Stream, we can survive this. 3 more minutes. Okay. All right, so you got
The
Swirly.
Claude survives. The
Mm.
Claude lives on.
Recover. Yeah.
Ooh. I don't like that switch though.
Yeah, that switch is kind of poor, but I think the problem is that Cerulege is basically a liability at this point. Not really much that it can accomplish here.
So
Yeah.
if we're a Reese, do we just rest here for the free HP? So we don't lose the
I don't think that
fish?
there's really a downside to it. You're not dying to the 2 mons on board, not
Okay.
immediately.
Yeah, well,
And with
possible.
the advantage,
All
the
right.
advantage that you have in mons, it just doesn't make any sense to not just
Fully heal,
grab
yeah.
it by the balls. You
Oh,
know how much time is left.
no.
That protect is one of the worst plays. Oh, it's so bad. Just so much missed opportunity.
That was his potential to come back. Dude,
Yeah,
no.
technically, I guess I don't think the damage was there, but maybe a crit, water move.
If a crit water move does enough, but at the very least, it gets you you Aqua Step, you get the speed boost, and then maybe you're outspeeding this turn.
Right.
Maybe that ends up being the difference.
Yeah, no, it made a huge difference for sure.
Oh, that was bad.
Well, no, the Quaquaval didn't even outspeed. This turn. Next turn with a boost, right?
+1.
Right.
If he had the Aqua Jet too.
But
the
it
Aqua
doesn't
Jet
even
would
matter.
have killed, yeah.
Aqua Jet isn't the important thing. The more important thing is does the Aqua Step +1 get you to outspeeding it, because that gets you a chance of actually winning the game.
Right. Yo, wait, his poison came back? Did he toxic him again?
He toxic again last turn.
That's...
And Ares playing really well and just realizing that the Clodsire slot is just absolutely irrelevant and you can just ignore it.
Yeah.
The Clodsire can never answer this Dondozo because we've got rest. And good sport on Ty for not just playing the timer there. And just going to the 5v2.
If anything, he just kind of threw it right to him.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a heinous crime here at this point.
Yeah. Once it gets down to the wire, man, it's you got it. You can't protect and switch and play.
There's no time left either.
You can't play the exact same way that you play normally. While there's only 3 minutes on the clock, you just can't.
Okay, so
I think that protect was so bad.
Yeah, for so many reasons.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does bring it down to, so Aris actually, so he gets 4 here. So I got your score wrong, Aris. You need 13, not 12. You need 13 to overtake the top score of all time.
Ugh.
Which isn't that like not possible with the amount of weeks we have left?
It is technically possible. Wait,
Oh, does he get?
no, because if he needs 13, he can't do it.
Yeah,
Never mind.
like. But he's hindered by the fact that we have a 12-week season. But his plus minus is
Well, so
just
the
absurd.
thing is, his plus minus beat. So the top all time score, the top all time plus minus, was also in a 12-week season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
I was going through all the history and looking at the little particulars about it, and that was season 7,
So,
or it was
yeah.
season 6. It was season 6 because it was the one before last,
Because I'm a fucking god.
where Zach went really undefeated for a shit ton of time, and then went into the next season undefeated for a shit ton of time.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Man, it's almost like Dynamax was a mistake or something.
Right.
We didn't even Dynamax in season
7, but we did in season 6. Which is where you got your score record.
I was about to say,
it continued the undefeated streak into season 7. So at some point it's who is the better player?
Oh my god! All right, so we'll find out this season. I guess we'll find out next week.
God, we will find out this week.
Aris takes the dub there by 4 because it was a 5-1. This brings us to Brendan versus Jordan. This is equally a disappointing match, but not quite as long.
So we got Donald Trump here.
Who? Oh yeah, Gumshoes. Man, I gotta say the one thing that really kills me about Jordan's teams is that he doesn't nickname any of them, and that just kills me because it just adds so much flair to your team to give your Pokemon that personality, I don't know.
He does everything legit.
Even if you did it legit, I name my legit Pokemon too.
You name them infinite times.
It's just you do it all legit. Make a bigger pond for Pokemon, nickname them.
Definitely, especially when you make something perfect, it's supposed to be special. Give it a fucking name. But neither here nor there.
We're gonna have to frame him on all his posts, name your Pokemon.
No. We don't need to pick on Jordan anymore this season.
Yeah, that's cool.
You guys ready for this?
Already picked on him enough.
Ooh, but he's not gonna. He's probably, if he was watching, he's not anymore. All right, guys. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and go. But no, I do feel strongly about the nicknames, though. Jokes aside, I think you should nickname your Pokemon.
I need to start remembering to nickname my Pokemon.
Makes it more unique. Adds your flavor to it,
Yeah, especially I a lot of the times I'll look up names of for Miss Magius, I was looking up different famous fictional witches and who did I want to name her after and shit, just I put some lore behind a Mankey or an Ojibwe from the Zapdos. Those are Thunderbirds from Native American lore.
After your baby or your dog.
Right, that too.
Or Dan.
And the most aptly created Pokemon of all time. What else could I name that Pokemon?
They're going into this match, which I'm sure everybody knows. For those that don't know, they decided to go into this match, and they said they both aren't going to bring their weather, which was a very bad idea for Jordan to do when he has Goldengo and Palafin to worry about.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a decision that hurt him more than it hurt Brendan. Because Brendan's team is a team that just so happens to also be really good with rain. Meanwhile, Jordan has spent all of his last 3 moves, when he was able to make moves, just crafting this Sun Core that he can't even take advantage of.
Yep. Well, okay, so we now see the copy. The Ditto comes in, copy and the Samurott. We do have a knockoff. I like to see Samurott getting some play. You know, it's a late entry into the meta, so it's nice to see that it's made its home on a team. All right, Trick Room does go off. So I wonder what his plan is now. So now the assuming Choice Scarf Ditto. Am I correct?
It's
Yo,
leftovers.
so Ditto transforms, but it doesn't take their
Correct.
Terra type. So, like,
Ditto got absolutely nerfed with Gen 9.
Mhm.
wow. Yo, Aris, but you're not screaming about the nicknames.
Or the lack of, or not spoiling, because we haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, I thought he meant right now. I thought he was like, no, the Ditto's dead.
Aris is just, you know, he's excited, bro. He's excited about the match.
He might have had a little bit of that tequila tonight. I don't know.
Ooh.
We've switched terrains.
Sorry, it's triggering. And now Psychic Terrain is gone forever.
Yo, I don't like. All right, so obviously, like Jordan's a little out of it this season, and like we can see it in his play. It's like really hard to watch like a player like Jordan. Kind of. I think the only reason that he's doing this bad now is because he's done bad. Like he got demoralized a little bit, and now it's just that perpetual like self-fulfilling prophecy of like, oh, I'm doing bad this season, so I'm going to continue to do bad.
What is this Luxray set?
Well, it doesn't. Does it have bite still or no?
It doesn't have bite.
Okay, as long as it doesn't have
I think
bite.
it's got like all the elemental jaws. It looked like
It's
He's
got Thunder Fang.
all of the elemental bite.
Which this song does learn Wild Charge, I think.
it does.
It does.
He didn't want to take the damage.
Oh God.
Oh, that terrain pulse!
This is like,
Oh
get Ditto. Get Ditto. Arisa's like, get Ditto the fuck out of there.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yo, is Trick Room up right now? It is, right?
Yes, Trick Room is up. That's
I was gonna
What?
say, like, how the fuck is this Arbor Lava outspeeding?
Why didn't he
Orbital
bring
Diva is slow as fuck.
Why
It's
didn't he
really well statted.
Why didn't he bring that out? Why didn't he bring out Gumshoes earlier? It's like slow as fuck.
Again, I think it's one of those things where, like, you know, he's in his head. Oh my god, that shit has Strength Sap. That's actually busted. Strength Sap is so broken. I love a move.
Living forever.
I fucking love a move that lets me heal myself while nerfing you. Like, that's fucking busted, dude.
God, and the
And
life.
Gumshoes has just basically been like completely like
Ooh.
Got really nerfed.
Mm. Got the paralysis.
Yeah, this was a
that
turn of
paralysis is less important than it seems.
This is a turn of events. So now, is the Samurai going to stay in? The Thunder Fang will probably kill it if it does. Unless Arcana is going to switch in. I think this is the last turn of Trick Room. If
Fuck
not,
it, snarl, bro. Snarl that shit.
Is this the last turn of Trick Room? I think it is.
It should be, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
He should have been snarling
If
TBH.
I was him, I would be switching in Arcana for sure. All right, so we are switching out, getting out the Driftling now. Okay. All right, I believe I did.
Does he
get
have
paralyzed.
Psychic Seeds on the Drift Bloom?
He used it on turn 1.
Okay, cool.
No
Thunder
fucking
Fang
way!
95 accuracy.
No way!
So this turn, not
Yo!
a single thing happened outside of Gumshoe switching back.
Oh, that's so tilting, dude.
Trick Room goes down, right?
Yo,
And
if he just had Wild Charge, the same route would be done.
yep, 100 accuracy.
That is unfortunate, man. Holy crap.
I
Okay.
mean, like, there's not much he can do about that. Like, it's just a feel bad moment.
Yeah. Oh wait, this icy wind might be enough.
That is a crit on the Arbo, and it does nothing.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so the speed drop was enough.
Good.
And down
Good
goes
stuff.
Samurai.
Good stuff.
Down goes Samurai.
Samurott was already slower than,
Yeah, because Trick Room just dropped.
Yeah.
So that's the
and,
only reason it was outspeeding
Urbolita
it.
having Earth Power is one of the silliest design decisions.
Luxray was outspeeding the Samurai under the Trick Room.
No, he wasn't.
So
No,
yeah, it was. It was.
No.
Okay.
Knockoff happened before the Thunder Fang did.
Sacred Swords happened. Oh, wait.
No, because remember, the Thunder Fang was aiming at the.
And then it missed, and
Samurai
then the
planet,
Sacred
and then
Swords missed.
And then Sacred Sword to try to hit a different spot.
He's right. So the Icy Wind did matter.
The icy wind speed drop mattered, and then the Thunder Fang connected. That's why I was like, that's why I was blown when I saw the Thunder Fang miss the first time, because I was like, oh my god, like that would have been so clutch. But okay, so
that's fun to bring cloaking in.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Are we gonna icy wind again? This is kind of weird though, because like I don't know if Thunder Fang is gonna be enough to kill this Slowking.
It's not.
No, and he doesn't have like a ghost stab either. That's really unfortunate.
And Trick Room might go or should go up.
Yeah, this is not looking good. This is definitely
big old pause.
This is bad. Okay. Let's see what happens. Alright.
There will always be grass on this field. Ooh!
Oh, it was enough. It was enough. The Slowking goes down. Earth power will be enough though.
You did your job. You did your fucking job, Luxray.
You definitely did, bro.
This is an olive branch of war.
This olive branch is putting in work.
There's a reason it's my favorite Gen 9 Mon. Great design, amazing move pool. Just 11 out of 10 Pokemon. Really, this gen's designs are so cool.
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a little too good on some Pokemon.
What are you talking about?
They made up for that by nerfing everything's move pool.
But then also giving everything Oko moves. Because fuck it.
Not everything has Oko moves. Just like some of them.
The Oko moves.
And the legendary.
Oko moves. Okay, so like, if you ask the best players in the game, like the Oko moves, like, are they actually good? Like,
it's not that they're good, but they're better options than you could be doing a lot of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could just use other tools that will like significantly get you more KOs instead of like leaving your chances to win up to just luck.
Wolfie has like a whole video that he put out on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's a really good watch, especially if you're into like the statistics behind like how it is that they count stuff.
Yeah.
Their EV on anything that they do.
Yeah. It's like don't get me wrong, like it can get you some wins, but like overall, like the best players in the game aren't gonna like risk their chances to win on luck.
It's not well, and that's just incorrect actually. There are a lot of good players who are doing it, but it's because they're thinking that 30% chance, and they understand that like certain matchups where their damage output is very low, that it is critical that they be doing something that has a higher value than their average.
Has a chance, yeah. Yep. Like this has a chance to KO.
Like 30% to just win the game is pretty good. especially if you're in a matchup where you're not doing
Does scope lens
on
affect
average
it?
30% of your opponent's Pokemon's health.
Scope lens affects it, right?
No. Wide lens does not affect the accuracy of one-hit gamers,
Okay.
nor gravity.
Yep. And
Well,
that's what makes them
thank Christ.
Crit and para off of that thunder.
Brendan's team is pretty. Brendan's team's been disgusting all year, though,
Yeah.
and it just got way better.
The
Yo.
Arcanine literally got completely cucked on every part of that. Gets
Wow.
crit, gets parried, gets fully parried. Bro, I feel bad for you, Arcanine. You're just doing your best out here, and you're just honestly feeling so attacked right now.
He kind of deserves it. Arcanine works.
He hasn't done anything. He showed up, he entered the board, he got slapped with an electrical bolt, and then told to go fuck himself.
I hate this Drifblim slot.
This Drifblim is so... Crit
Yo, into the berry.
again! Oh my god!
Into the berry.
And if he had an anger point, that would have triggered twice.
Holy shit, I've never seen so much RNG.
No, that's not true. You've never watched one of Zach's matches?
Bro, I've been the receiving end of that from Zach.
You should have seen
Let me tell you how
playoffs.
many
You should have
times-
seen playoffs the last year.
My brother in Christ, may I tell you how many times Rock Slide flinched me?
Oh my god, dude. We had such bad RNG on one player last year that they just straight up quit the match. and then subsequently the entire game.
That was Mike. That was Mike.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, because
think it
you
was
can't,
like
because RNG took its toll on Mike so hard, not just like against Zach, but against so many players, and like the fact it like picked on him, and he's a competitive person. He plays competitive games, and when it comes to that, it doesn't matter how much you practice. You can't stop that. So like if it's picking on you, like what the fuck are you supposed to do? You're supposed to just keep playing and be like, this is fun.
Go rip Mike.
Yeah, I think it was like the deciding point was like his Zamazenta got like burned and crit at the same time, like in like a very like pivotal moment, and he was just like, "Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done." Because I think that was like literally like the deciding factor in the game right there. But yeah, so we see a normal Terra on Donald Trump. All right. Trying to see Jordan Claw's way
Not
back.
Donald Trump. It's fucking.
Why you gotta hate Donald Trump, bro? Why you gotta hate Donald
It's super easy to hate Donald Trump.
Trump? Super easy.
In this Urbo, just living everything.
You guys, we're like an hour into the stream, and this is the second match
Yeah, nothing has happened.
out of like 5 matches.
Oh, and Gumshoes died.
I feel like this match.
This is like the end of the wine
Trump got the
bottle.
subpoena from the state of New York.
This match would have been a lot faster if there was a torque hold.
Or a Pelipper. Probably a Torkoal.
He's gonna lose.
Man, I'm telling you right now, there's a trick room up, and torque holds on the other team, bro.
Okay, so this fun fact, this Drifblim can't do anything.
Yeah.
It has
Dude,
no way
yo,
to
this is just like
anything.
mine, like
And
mad.
also, this Arboliva can't damage the Drifblim.
Dude, this is just like mine and Mike's match where I had Mind Shower left and he had a Driftblim with no attacking.
Yeah, but this one has attacking moves, and your Mind Shot was alive by the fucking sash. So if Mike had a fucking attack move, he would have won.
Maybe
no,
just need, like Nightshade or something.
No. His only attacking move was Destiny Bond. So the only way I killed it was I had Poison Jab on Mind Shower and I just tried to poison him and then Poison took him out. And I just proceeded to spam Fake Out until he died. It was definitely a match in League history.
Truly was one of the matches of all time.
Was a match. I think that, like, if there's anything that can be said about that game, that's it.
That's it. The unkillable.
I don't like to see it.
Yeah, fucking hate to see it.
Okay, so now I actually have to rewind this.
Brendan won this by 4.
4?
Because Brendan is killing the Driflin that turn.
Right.
Brendan has 4 Mons left.
That's what I'm trying to fucking get to. The point in the match where I can see his Mon. We're not gonna get to it there, are we?
Go to 1640.
I'm almost there.
1642 specifically.
1, 2.
He's got 4 Mons left.
Okay, yeah, and I talked to Jordan about it. Obviously, it wasn't exactly a timeout, and it was pretty clear who the winner was there.
Yeah.
So they've agreed that Brendan's going to take that one by 4-0. So I'm actually going to update these as well. So let me go to a Reese tie. A Reese won by 4, right?
A Reese won by, I think 4, maybe 5.
I think 4.
I think it was 4. It was 4 because Ty still had what's his face left.
Oh yeah, it's by 4. Yeah.
Or, well, I'll check it. I'll check it just to be safe.
It's 4. I just checked it because it was 5v1.
All right, and so that's unfortunate, but as we've seen multiple times in the year this year, the Pokemon's fucking shit sucks. What can we say? Their connection, Nintendo Online, is bad.
Yep, very bad.
All right, so this is you versus Evan. Why don't you take us there, Speakman?
Yeah, I just kind of threw together 6 months. It looked cool.
Okay.
I don't really. My planning was like, I don't know. I have answers to Mimikyu. I have answers to his good water types. I don't think that he has a great way to answer King Gambit if I just take out Mimikyu. So I'll just rely on that as kind of my late game. I brought Houndoom because it's my favorite Pokemon, and I really wanted to play with it once.
You want to swap? You want to swap Rotoms?
No, I like my Rotom.
Yeah, but I want your Rotom.
I want your Rotom.
All right. Anyway.
I might actually think about it over the next 20 minutes.
Well, I don't have a trade this weekend, unfortunately, but next weekend.
Okay. Possibly. We'll talk.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, and go.
His team is good enough, Chris.
Yo,
my team is never good enough.
I'm talking about Ian's.
Oh.
My team fucking blows, dude.
My team fucking blows, dude.
Did you see how I lost to Phil last week?
Dude, and it was like a close-ass set, which you almost won.
So the first thought I had going into this match was Evan's player's character's hat looks like a Walmart logo. Yeah, that really stuck with me for the rest of the match. And then
You just thought about Walmart the whole time?
we're gonna learn a very key fact here in the first turn of the game, or the second turn of the game. Maybe the first turn. Once all the switching happens. Yeah, don't know why he Psychic's feigned that. I definitely was shocked at how fast that apple pie was.
Yeah,
did not give it a second thought. There was
that makes
zero
no
thinking
sense.
there.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, this was a really bad turn 1.
How did he do that? How?
Yeah.
How does he outspeed Tauros?
Well,
what?
So there's a very key reason as to why it outspeeds Tauros.
Okay.
That I was too stupid to think of.
Okay.
But we'll see it here in a second.
Okay.
Psyched myself out with Raging Bull because I wasn't quite sure what type it was. You know. like I haven't played with this mon for the last 10 weeks or something.
Oh, Dragon Terra Dreadnought. I like it.
It was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it gets all the elemental resistances, which is nice. Not weak to grass.
Grass got very poor damage on the Rotom.
Yeah, that was really bad. Man, it is tanking them hits, but oh, the paralysis. That's going to be rough. Why?
And then, a questionable move of Dragon Tail.
Yeah, I didn't like Dragon Tail. I liked everything up until the Dragon Tail, especially because he already had Swift Swim, so like he just made all that speed irrelevant.
Yeah, so I used the Shadow Ball there, because I'm like, man, this is, I'm just gonna start dealing some damage to this pie while it's out there. Forgetting again that this pie is for some reason faster than Tauros, which should have clued me in that I'm a fucking moron.
I don't know, Reese. I don't know. I don't know.
Reese, you're asking a lot of
questions.
Why did he use Psychic Fangs on the slot of the Dark Type?
It's Zoroark, you guys.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. I can't honestly tell you why I didn't think of that.
I mean, Rain Dance Zoroark is not the first thing I would think of.
I just kind of thought that the apple pie knew how to make it rain, you know?
If you're just like...
The pie just gets it on like that, you know?
Yeah, that was really bad, though. Okay, so
I don't
low kick...
understand that move either. We low kicked Tauros. I got a really big defense stat. And then I know for a fact I have to just like waste a move on this Mimikyu, so Charge Beam. Good playing. We brought Charge Beam just for Mimikyu.
And you got
just
a special
waste turn one of the disguise.
That's very...
Hey, 50-50.
Very nice.
The stat
red card, though.
the stat boost does not matter.
Yeah, but it's just funny. It's just funny that the red card was there. So we got a new hairdo up. The only Pokemon on your team with a name.
I think one other Pokemon this week has a nickname.
Does it? Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. It was because this one was a set I already had. I had 2 sets that I'd already made.
So you got fighting with Terra Blast. That's interesting.
That's just leftover. Remember when I said that these were just like this was a leftover set for
another week?
Yeah, this was from like week 3 or something.
Oh.
I get very greedy with pollen puffing my own slot.
Yeah.
I'm very greedy with pollen puff.
That's why you were very quick to answer that question I had last week, where if pollen puff, if your ally misses, if you can pollen puff the opponent, you're like, help.
You're goddamn right. I knew from experience.
So we got a Houndoom, your favorite. You're gonna deeply terror that.
Well.
You're gonna doubly terror that. No.
Well. You see. About that, Zach.
Whoa.
Ooh. That's a bulky bird, man.
It looks like it's just over it. Damn. Mimikyu is bulky.
Yeah. The Decidueye have been putting in work on that team, man. I'm telling you, all season long.
Well, 2 weeks, but yeah.
That's the best Pokemon he could have probably picked up for midseason. I swear it's a good team. I love how...
This is hardcore coping if I've ever heard.
I love how Corey...
Hardcore cope.
I just love how Corey is just like defending this team so hard in the chat. I swear it's good, guys. I tested it. This was a great team we had.
It's practice and practicality.
it reminds me of all the so this is one thing I didn't know. Ripen triggers with leftovers. I did not know that. You get double leftovers.
What?
Yep.
That's fucking busted.
Yeah, ripen works with leftovers, so you literally get double the amount of leftovers recovery.
That's actually stupid cool.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where was that interaction this whole fucking time?
Nobody ever brought it.
So that's 1/16th?
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Ew. Corey said he
Yeah.
didn't put guave
Yeah,
berry
he
on it.
said that mid-match when the Ripen first triggered on the lefties, and he's like, oh.
Oops.
Yeah, apparently you're supposed to have a guave berry because it had recycle on that. So,
Yeah.
like, that recycle is just useless.
Thanks, Houndoom, for showing up. You did something.
Yo, how
You
sick
got a
would you?
KO.
How sick would you be if you had knockoff and you knocked off the leftovers and you just recycle and gets it back?
Does that work?
It does.
My God.
Yeah, it does.
So then I realized that it's now 4v1, and I just didn't remember what was going on, and it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna Terra flying, just in case, because,
King Gambit been putting in work, man.
yeah, man.
Love to see it. The Shogun.
Earlier in the season, you wouldn't catch Speakman dead using it.
I know, right?
So I was using it as, like, Mon number 6 for, like, the longest time, because it's just, like, the dead slot, like, yeah, okay, it's King Gambit, and I should bring it out last. But, like, I underestimated how good that Mon is in just, like, every situation.
Yeah, it's just a solid fucking Pokemon, like...
I don't know, I haven't lost because of undervaluing it.
No,
nice
well,
thing.
so here's the thing about that situation and like new Pokemon in general is like you'll see a Pokemon and especially when you don't you'll almost always want to like use what is generically like the best textbook set, but then every once in a while you'll see some shit and you're like, wait a second, like. And our meta allows us to do really interesting shit with Pokemon because like we know what we're up against for the most part. You know, we have an idea, so we can use some kind of out of the box shit, and that's where King Gambit probably shines.
Yeah, he does two things really well. He hits people with Iron Head, and he defensively terrors. Great.
And
Great Mon.
he has that kowtow cleave or whatever the fuck.
And if you're really spicy, you bring Flying Terror Blast for fighting types.
All right, so this is a new.
That's what that set was.
I know. I was just speaking from VGC stuff.
This is a new Crocodile set, hence the name. Later Gator.
I love the name Later Gator.
And yeah.
Keep it forever.
Everybody else is pretty textbook here.
Delgado the oven.
Yeah.
Now please tell me why is Rotom named after Jay?
Jay always uses a lot of the Rotoms.
Fair enough.
Especially Rotom Wash and Fire. So
that's wild.
It's just like, you know.
Did you ask for his permission before you did that?
I don't have to ask for his fucking permission.
Do you think he asked for Dan's permission before he Garganackle after him every single week the entire season?
Dude, there is no other name. Tell me another name and I'll change it. Alright.
Kidneys.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, and go. I just went with kind of generic good team, you know. I have some levitators so I can use Earthquake pretty freely on the Crocodile, and Crocodile like is surprisingly fast for like when you see Crocodile you're like, oh, it's probably bulky and strong, and it is slightly bulky and it is pretty strong, but it's actually pretty fast too.
What's his base speed?
Like 97?
Jesus Christ. It's like every time I look at Titan, I'm like, yeah, this Mon's got like base 55 speed. No, it's in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous.
Yep.
Let me check it out. I think it's 97 though. It's 92. It's 92, but still.
They did the
That's so
stat distribution. They did the stat distributions pretty like generous this time around.
Dude, 95 HP, 117 attack, 80 defense, 70 special defense, 92 speed. That's a fucking good Pokemon.
It's a really good one.
Yep.
So he decides to do Torment so I don't set up screens and I get a free kill off of the gunk shot that doesn't miss. So we're off to the races. Also, fun fact, I had to make SB's team for him this week.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
What?
Because his Discord bots were down because of the update.
Oh, why didn't you just hit me up, dude?
Because
What?
nobody was available. He didn't find
we
out.
were
He didn't
always-
find out till 3 a.m. and then
Oh my god.
and then nobody was available before our match. I was like, listen, I'll just do it because I do pretty much just turn my brain off when I make people's Pokemon. Like I knew which 8 Pokemon he was bringing because I had to trade them to him, but like I didn't know what they did.
Did you say 8 Pokemon?
6, whatever. I
I
also
thought he was. If I was doing that, I'd like slip in like extra mons that are just literal dog shit.
well, here's the thing.
that look like competitive strats.
I also had already made my own team, so like I didn't change anything for anything either. And then yeah, he actually did change some moves to like, and then he like changed them once he got the Pokemon. Like he didn't have.
That's what I would have did. I would have like sent you the Pokemon and like just like have like their learned skill set, and then I would change the moves with TMs and shit when I got them.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he did. According to him, again, I didn't really fucking look at his teams. I looked at them after the match because people had questions about like what the sets were.
People.
I was talking to like a
Super
recent them.
Fang? Oh, that's
Yeah, yeah. So I
wild. don't know why I've
probably
never-
overplanned for Mudsdale, really.
I don't know why I always like forget that this mon like learns a lot, like more moves than I would think it does, and I think it learns a lot of moves. But then I remember it's a fire starter, so it learns like literally infinite moves.
Yeah, all the moves that it needs.
Yeah, I'm just glad your match and my match were pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah, we're almost done, honestly, with my match.
It's been 2 turns.
Yeah.
3 turns.
So I was like, maybe I'll fail, but I should change into the dark type, and I don't fail, and I get the kill. So sweet.
Man, Gengar went down real easy.
The other thing was that was a perfect time. That was literally a perfect time for him to switch the Gengar out to something else that like wouldn't have gotten sucker punched, and then the Gengar could have came in and like nuked somebody later on.
I guess he was like probably banging on trying to kill the Miss Magnus, but
no, we talked about it afterwards, and I like I was like, yeah, that's probably a good time to do this, and blah blah blah, and like I think he's definitely been doing better.
Did you guys like play at 3 a.m.?
No. He found out at 3 a.m. and because I just happened to be awake at the time, and then I was like, well, you know, see if the guys can fucking gen you or figure it out, and then he did, and he couldn't find anybody, and I like it was coming time for our match, and I was like,
What time did you guys play at?
1 p.m. because he had to go back to work.
So yeah, before the matchup, like Ian kind of like shared his ideas with me, and I was like, bro, you're kind of like way too geared to like play against Mudsdale, and like he has a whole other team. He's like, oh yeah, maybe I can change some things up. So I suggested he bring this Terra Blast one, the bunny.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great call.
Terra Blast Fairy. And then this happens. And I was like, oh fuck. He changed the Haxorus. And then I was like, oh, okay, what is it? And then I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. for me.
Like, I'm great right now.
Wait a minute. We're gonna Aura Sphere? We need some Aura Sphere action?
I think so. So, Salem's Terra Blast goes off. He gets the Fairy Terra on the Hexorus.
And just fucking Okos.
Pink Explosion.
Terra Blast is such a cool move. I'm so glad that they introduced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's what they needed to replace Hidden Power, right?
Yep.
Oh, I hate Hidden Power, but yeah.
Fuck you,
Well,
dude.
so Terra Blast is just nice because it, like, gives you hidden power while also forcing you to Terra them on. So, like, it just gives you so much in that same slot.
It's way more balanced than Hidden Power, for sure.
Yeah.
So I've got the speeds wrong here. I was hoping that the bunny would hit first, and then the Miss Magus would hit, but it happens in the opposite order, unfortunately. So I energy ball him, and then I super fang him, and I was like, God damn it! I was like, at least it's like dead, but and then I noticed he didn't get the boost, and I was like, what the fuck?
Going back to that exchange, though, that shit
That mod
was...
has another ability?
It does. Inner focus. Yep.
Yeah,
So
that just seems a lot less good than stamina.
it does, yeah.
How do you feel about it, Reese, if you're still here? How do you feel about not stamina on Mudsdale?
So I'm like, I could Dazzling Gleam and then Energy Ball. Fuck it. Like, there's no reason to do anything else.
But yeah, it was actually pretty clutch, that play, that whole line of play. Like, you going, because like, you were dark, your Libero turned you dark, so he goes Fighting Terra to beat the dark, and then you go Fairy Terra resisting his now fighting type, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Just an overall great line.
Did you guys notice that oh my god, I just noticed the glitch in the game. In the background of when it pans out, my fucking, what's it called? My Grimmsnarl is on like the other side of the field when the camera pans out.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, you got the confusion. I was like, oh boy.
We have gotten a lot of 10, 20, 30% chance things to happen this stream, huh?
Yes, we have.
I think every match has said some kind of hacks occur.
Okay, so pay attention to the... You missed it. He was over there to the left.
I saw it! I saw it!
He's just sitting there for some reason. There he is!
He wants to chill and watch a match, bro.
Oh, he's chilling!
He's saying, he was just like, bro, like, I got investments in this game.
Like, yeah, I died, but like, that doesn't mean I don't care what happens.
Right. I gotta know.
I got a parlay on this game, bro. I need this win.
I still gotta know what happened, bro. Like,
he's loyal, yo. He's loyal.
Speakman, how much did you beat Evan by?
4.
Okay. Just updating the stats here. Me by 3. And then we got the last match of the week, guys. Corey versus Zach. And this is just a good match, and it's a good example of, like, we'll just play the match. You guys ready?
Yep.
Hold on.
Alright, let us know when you're ready, Zach. Should we skip ahead at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, and go. Dude, literally the last 3 matches took less time than the first 2 matches all combined.
I like that the last 3 matches all included a Rotom form.
Hey, yeah, that's that too.
Rotom gang. Gang.
Gang. And in both Ian and I's match, the Rotom really didn't matter too much.
No, it did not. I don't even think I got to bring mine out.
You did not bring yours out. Mine Thunderbolted once, and Shadow Balled once.
That's pretty good.
Did not do a whole lot, but, you know, it mattered.
First jump's big. Garchomp is a big fucking Pokemon.
That he is. Squallow. Named after, for those of you that don't know, a popular swordsman from Katakyo Hitman Reborn.
Yep. Your boy. Got the shark teeth.
I swear to God, Zach is the only. Now, Ian, I assume at this point that you know about it as well, but Zach is the only person I've met in real life who actually knew about Reborn other than me.
Dude, I read the whole manga with him. I was there. I was there with that motherfucker reading it every week.
Yep.
I had the first volume of the manga.
You were hyped about that manga, man.
Dude, I fucking loved that shit, bro. Hitman, the anime needs a redo. Like, honestly,
I think they are redoing it,
dude. Because if you go back and watch it, it's dog shit. But like the manga was great.
Like it was okay. It was just dated. It was dated
dude,
anime. That's
and not just that, but like the way that they did the future arc really killed the series. Like,
yeah.
In the anime, it obviously had similar implications in the manga, but like we need that 1,000-Year Blood arc remake of Hitman Reborn. We need that fucking the Arcabellano fucking arc.
They said they were going to probably revisit it. But yeah, so Corey was really upset that the play rough missed on the Noivern.
Oh yeah, really that's huge. That is pretty huge.
And this Twitch was rough. I saw that switch. I was just like, hey.
Yeah, the play rough miss was really
why
bad.
Poison gas? Is it because we're just trying to?
He has corrosion on it. He wanted to poison things.
Hold on. It makes a lot more sense when you see the next move Salazzle uses.
Is he using Venoshock next? I can't wait. I love Venoshock.
No.
He's using Hex.
I saw him try this and I was just like, you cheeky fucker.
Yeah, the thing is, like, he's doing damage to the team. He's whittling it down.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I just think in, like, this situation where you've got two very frail, fast attackers against you, you're not trying to whittle them down. That shouldn't be the way that you try to handle.
Well, he has a very specific.
Garchomp Noivern.
No, he has a very specific game plan specifically for Garchomp. Specifically, if I Earthquake with Garchomp.
Oh my god!
Unfortunately, I'm not doing that at all. I don't care about the Salazzle. He already faked out. I don't care what Salazzle does at all.
It's like some red card bullshit.
You'll see in a minute. So Air Slash does miss, so I do not get that.
Nothing is. If you can miss, if you can get.
Oh my god!
Endeavor.
He's trying to get the free kills. The free kills with the poison.
He wanted me to Earthquake the slot, triggering his Focus Sash, and then Endeavor brings me down to 1 HP and Poison Gas.
That's pretty cute.
It's cute. It's definitely cute. But like, we know about the Focus Sash from turn 1, from the frisking.
Yeah.
Well, everybody should know that it has a Focus Sash.
I mean, yeah, that mod doesn't really get it. I've seen it use like specs before.
Focus Sash is like replacement for an ability. It's like we're just gonna get the sturdy.
Corrosion and sturdy. So interesting shit. Like points for creativity though too. Like he's been non-stop creative this whole season.
Oh no, absolutely. It was definitely a creative gimmick. I saw what he was going for and was like, that's cute. But I'm not doing that.
Corey, you are genuinely the most impressive, like, bottom of the barrel in terms of record player I've seen. Like, genuinely, you do some good shit, man.
Yeah, it's been an unfortunate season for him. Like I don't I mean, also, this is like actually his first foray into competitive Pokemon in general too. So, yeah. Like, I think that's he's
super solid for his first ever outing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what.
especially when you see players that have been playing Pokemon for years and that live in like Denmark and that aren't doing that.
Yeah, this was just a bad turn of switches. It's a really bad turn of switches.
Yeah.
The double switch into, oh god, both these moves are super effective.
Yeah. Corey is. You got to get used to like letting things just naturally die off once they've done their job. Like when there's, when you get to a certain point, it's like you're preserving things that like really like aren't doing anything anyway. It was actually kind of funny because like the first turn, like obviously after the protect, I had poison Terra on this Garchomp
If he
just in
didn't,
case.
if he didn't miss the play rough, he'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, 90% accuracy will do that. If a move is 90% accurate, it's 50% accurate.
yeah.
I don't know. Talk to Delgado about Icicle Crash. He'll
It can
swear
be
to you.
50%
He'll swear
accurate.
to you it's 0% accurate.
18 out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
18 hours straight.
he said he tested it a lot on Showdown.
So one of the things I think you should practice for this upcoming season is doing like having Oko calcs out where you have just nukes for specific Pokemon. Like not you don't want to focus too heavily on that, but like having a couple like I calc this is automatically gonna kill as long as like the situations are right. One hit. A lot of people do that. I don't do that at all because I'm lazy. I kind of am like, this team will do stuff, and then I just go.
I used to be a lot more on the, oh, I'm specking every single thing to see, like, what's the best thing. Nowadays, I'm just like, alright, what's the problem? How do I OHKO that?
Yeah.
What if it errors? What do I do? Okay, the rest of these mons are the same 4 mons I run every week.
I still spec pretty often personally, but that's just me.
I mean,
I
hey,
spec for,
this
like, defensive things for when I'm terraing.
champion mentality. Come on.
So I just got
Have you won a season yet? This is a genuine question.
Have I won a
Don't think
season
it's
yet?
really-
No, I have not won a season yet, but I've been to finals 3 times.
He is forever the bridesmaid, but never the bride. We love you, Ian.
It's having. I mean, at first, when I first started showing up to finals, I was like, oh, nobody wants to win their own trophy, right? And then, like, last year, I was pretty sure that I had a good chance at winning. And
Season 5, you felt like you had a good chance of winning. You did.
I did actually have a really good chance of winning in season 5. But, like, what happened in season 5, I mean, I lost to Jordan, obviously, but, once Reese lost to SB, like I was like, oh, it doesn't matter because I was trying to stop Reese from getting four wins in a row. Or at the time, I guess it was 3, no 4. I was trying to stop him from getting 4 wins in a row, and I was like, I can't trust anybody else to do it. I got to do it myself. And then when SB beat him, I was like, oh, so it doesn't really matter. It's like me or Jordan are going to be the champion. And then Jordan beat me, and he was the champion.
Yeah. Well, it could have been SB.
I count that one as my 3rd finals because
It could have been SB if I didn't sabotage him for the greater good.
Because SB didn't stand
How
a
did you
fucking
sabotage
chance.
SB for the greater good?
Oh my
And
god.
when is you ever the greater good?
Yeah.
You are like the least good imaginable when it comes to this fucking shit. I'd rather let Maurice win another season than give you anything at this point.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Why, bro? Why?
I've already handed Maurice 1 W. I'll hand him a second one in a fucking second.
Hey
Is it
guys, I'm here too,
Because I nicknamed my Rotom "Mo Money, Mo Problems."
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
but then you
things.
tear it into
There's a
different
lot of
rotom
things.
form, you know?
I did tear it into a Rotom form. I was like, man, I really wish I had heat right now.
I wish I had the oven.
That's why he doesn't want us to trade, Speakman.
No, that's not it. I don't want you to have a Rotom watch. Yo, but look at this clutch ass survival, man. Look at this shit. Terrible.
Holy shit.
2 HP.
Wow.
2 HP,
Literally
bro.
fucking 2 HP.
After a Brave Bird.
Goddamn.
Charlemagne's a beast.
Alright, so we can fake out to kill it, or Zach can preserve his score. Zach's gonna preserve his score.
So, but I don't know why. I don't know why, but for some reason I was forgetting that Rotom has Levitate. So he was not protected by the Psychic Terrain about to come in. So I'm like, oh, fuck.
Do the Thunderbolt. Okay, whatever, fuck it. We don't care about Salazzle, I guess.
If I was really smart, I would have switched in Armor Rouge into that spot that Indeedee going in, and then switch in Indeedee into the other spot. But I did not do that.
Psychic Seeds. He's like, God damn it.
Yeah, like fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. I was just like, oh man.
Fuck it. Right? No, I felt like that was the right call. I mean, this is an okay call too, I guess. Alright, come out, Garchomp.
Switching into Garchomp. Getting off that easy ass Disquake.
Yeah, everybody loves a good Disquake. Yo, Salazzle hanging on by a thread.
Focus Freds.
Ooh, not enough, but still, ooh. Okay, your Tailwind petered out. That's good.
What did Peter ever do?
Peter.
Yeah, I'm really tired. That's a bad joke. I apologize for that one. that was a pretty bad joke there.
Look at how almost dead his entire team is.
Yep. Like
That's just not good switching, you know.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, everything comes out and dies basically if like to a heat wave, pretty much.
Dude, a Stealth Rock was out? Fuck.
That was his last chance right there.
Needed the fucking crit.
Yeah, if he got double crit, can you imagine he got double crit and just sweeps the whole team with fucking heat wave for the rest of the game?
He said it too. He was hoping for a crit.
Was that by 5?
Yep.
Oh god, why do we put it by 5 as the last match?
Because
It's bad, guys.
the reason we put it by 5 is because he literally could have killed his whole team, but
Like,
he just happened to like swap out and protect his score really well. So that's kind of like I was saying, this is an example of like decent work on a team and then also another player like literally just protecting their score smartly, which is like
the weak 10 curse. And the weak 10 curse. Can't forget about that.
He is so sick that play roughness.
It's very funny because so this week
Ben.
almost every match was between someone in that like upper echelon of players in score and someone in the lower grouping, and every higher ranked player won their match.
Yeah. Well,
The only 2 matches that weren't were Ian and SB, and then Phil and Justin. And both of those were won by the player with, I think, the higher score, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, actually,
What? Ian, why don't you
higher score.
into the current standings? Because you're adding them, right?
I haven't done the current standings yet because I didn't have all the knowledge. I do have next week's next week's matches though, so we can cue that up.
Okay.
I can tell you that the top placement doesn't change much.
Yeah.
Reese is still first, Jay Wade is still second, Dan is still third, Ian is still fourth. Zach jumps up to fifth, Brendan goes to sixth, I am in seventh, and SB is in eighth.
Interesting.
Yep. SB being the only six winner remaining.
Brian also skips over Simon.
Yep, Brian skipped over Simon.
To go into 10th spot.
Also, with this week, everyone from myself up is guaranteed at least play-ins.
Really? So
Every single 7-win player is guaranteed play-ins. There's only one 6-win player. There are no 5-win players.
Yeah, so everybody who has 7 wins, like I said, is guaranteed to go into.
them playing spots are like fierce right now.
It becomes now we're angling for position.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all trying to be the the one person not in the playoffs, the play-in spot.
Right, exactly. So that's where we're at now. This is your week 11 matchups. Really, really interesting top match there. Top billing, Reese versus Zach. Both are 3-time champions. Zach has the most record for most wins in a row. Zach has the record for highest plus minus at the end of a regular season. And then Reese obviously has the other player with the 3 titles. So this is a really good match. I've been waiting for this one all season probably. And then me versus Simon. Definitely not going to take him lightly because I need position here, and also like I just really can't afford a loss because my next week is Brian, and like Brian's pretty good, so I just can't afford to go into next week needing a win for position, you know. So I have to go as hard as I can on Simon and hopefully beat him. Um, then we have Evan versus Phil. Phil looking to. So Phil actually still does technically have a shot. Depends on how the people above him do. But Phil technically has a shot to make play-ins still. So he needs to win out. And he actually does have. I think he has the schedule with the ability to do that. But like. It really depends on how he plays and how his opponents play. So he goes up against Evan. He needs both of his wins to be W's and by decent margins. He can get away with not decent margins if the people above him lose in certain ways, but like he needs those good margins. Then we have Dan versus Jordan. Now this is crucial because Dan needs the W to continue to stay high on the list here. Jordan needs the W to not fall out of playoffs or play-ins rather. So that's a huge match. Brendan versus Ty. Not a lot of, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Ty. Not a lot of stake on this match. Brendan just trying to get higher on the score. Ty just trying to pick up whatever W's he can before the end of the season. Jay Wade versus Brian. Again, pretty big. Jay Wade trying to maintain his top 2 spot. Brian trying to stay in play-ins and advance higher if he can. Corey versus Speakman. Speakman, as you know, Corey needs to win out in order to possibly make playoffs or play-ins.
I don't think Corey can make
play-ins. He
He
technically can if the people above him lose in a certain way and he wins out. Technically,
can he on the plus minus?
Yes.
He lost by 5.
Oh wait, he lost by 5. Hang on, let me see.
Yeah, he physically can't get above Brian, Simon, and Jordan.
That's true. So
Corey is I think everybody below Justin should have been officially eliminated.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Corey, now that I'm looking at the score, I think you're right. Corey,
we're playing for posterity and fun, you know.
Well, you're playing to advance or stay in a good position. You're still angling for.
My life to get out of the play-in spots.
Yeah, you're angling for the playoff spots here, so that's pretty big for you. But Corey just trying to like end his season on high notes here, potentially like tie for last spot, even if he can't make it with plus minus, potentially tie for last spot so that he can, be like, hey, I didn't just lose out. And then Justin versus SB. Justin does have a chance, technically, mathematically, to make it. Technically. Um,
It ain't much of a chance, but he can do it.
he
Here's how
can
Bernie
do it.
Sanders still win the 2020 election.
Right. No, I'm not saying you didn't lose out. I'm just saying you're trying to be like, hey, I fucking was up there with them in the play-ins. I could have made it with one if one week went like different. But anyway, Justin versus SB. SB trying to maintain his play-in spot. Justin trying to make it into play-ins. That's pretty big. So I'm going to say my top matches for next week are going to be Jordan versus Dan, Reese versus Zach, and Jay Wade versus Brian Mills. Those are like my biggest. Like I want the results of those now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need them win.
I need the results because those are like such crucial matches for placement. Um, it's like absolutely ridiculous there. Like a Reese losing
Well, if you
doesn't
want,
necessarily take him out of the top spot because his plus minus is so good, but like it could shake things up. I mean, Dan is actually pretty close. So like if Dan wins and a Reese loses, depending on the plus minus, Dan could actually overtake a Reese in the top two
Well,
spots.
no. So Jay Wade is also at the same record as a Reese, just with a significantly worse plus minus.
Right. So if
So-
Jay Wade wins, obviously he passes a Reese for top spot. But
what happens if Jay Wade and Dan lose this week?
Jay Wade potentially loses second spot. Actually,
His
Jay
plus
Wade
minus
Jay
is
Wade would
really
lose.
low.
Jay Wade would lose his second spot, and if Jay Wade and Dan lost and I won, I would take the second spot.
So you're gonna have to help me beat a Reese, or well, it don't really matter if I beat a Reese.
It
It matters.
Yeah,
does kind
I'm
of
voting
matter.
for a Reese to beat your ass, Zach. I need you to
What
lose
is
to him.
what is that's the other thing. What is a Reese's last week? Is week 12? Because that.
It's me.
Oh yeah. So like
Yeah.
if Speakman if you can beat him and then God forbid Speakman beats him,
God
then
forbid I have a team that can beat a Reese's.
yeah. No, I just
We're gonna
mean
have a
like
good match.
I'm just not trying to jinx anybody.
My team,
um,
I'm on my mic shit. My team sucks.
I do like Corey. I love your spirit because like literally pretty much everybody that played you was like, nah, that was a good match and that was one of the best matches I had, or like that was a really
Oh,
cool
man.
strategy. I don't think nobody won
You
out on
definitely-
you and was like, oh, that's a bad player. Which I
Yeah,
definitely
you-
think you can. I think you could take that home, especially being your first season and your first foray into competitive Pokemon.
Yeah, like you definitely bring like out of the box shit, and it's really cool to see.
So really, really excited. So next week actually is so fucking important. Actually, the last 2 weeks in general, but next week specifically is super fucking important. And then there's obviously the legendary matches, like the Reese versus Zach is a legendary match. We can't wait to see that one, and we will have a recording of it. So
If you guys go to fucking timer, I swear to God.
Bro, yeah, I mean, maybe I'll bring toxic stall strats. I don't know.
I'll kill you.
Maybe Reese will drink some tequila and it'll be one of those goofy sets.
Maybe I'll fly down to North Carolina so we can do it live.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Well, that's it for your week 10. We'll see you in week 11 next week. Same stream time, same stream place. I'd like to thank Speakman for coming out to commentate today. Thank you, Speakman.
It's been fun as always.
And Zach, as always, I appreciate you coming to co-host with me.
Yep, you're welcome.
Maybe try to tone it down next week with the, controversy. But,
Dude, you know what? If I wasn't controversial, I wouldn't be me.
I suppose.
Yeah,
so.
I'd prefer that you be anyone but you right now.
You know
All right.
what? You know what?
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week for Pokemon League Championships Week 11 stream. Thank you so much for streaming. or stream? What? Watching.